Welcome back to One Up Rivals. This is Jay, and I'm joined by
Ozzy.
And I'll be playing story mode GTA 5 in 2024, and this is going to be part 1.
All right, everybody pays attention. No one gets hurt. Go! Open the door!
Yeah, usually anytime somebody says that, somebody always gets hurt.
Come on!
It's like a paradox.
Finally!
Like literally, every time no one gets hurt, someone always gets hurt.
Come on! In the back!
Well, it's like when you tell someone don't drop that and they drop it
Give me everything you want.
because you told them that.
Or don't turn around.
Yeah, don't turn around.
Yeah, don't turn around.
In there! Sit tight! I'll handle the blasting. Don't blow yourself up. Listen up. Hurry!
What do you think? So
Em, get these
this game came out
assholes in the closet.
10 years ago.
Kill us in here.
I think it still holds up.
Ah, shit to you.
Well, we're playing the newest version of it.
Yeah, but I mean, like, even
But considering it was on PS3
Yeah.
originally,
yeah,
I mean the visuals updated, animations, physics a little bit. But as far as they really didn't change it in the sense of the scope of it. The scope of it was from the very beginning, which was pretty ambitious.
yeah.
Slow and steady.
And just a drastic change in the introduction, considering how GTA 4,
There's enough here.
I mean, it's
It's
crazy
big.
to think that their GTA 4 and 5 were on the same generation.
yeah, really, they were.
We're done here. Let's go. Coming out,
But only like, I think I want to say
Which was
5 years,
unheard of.
5 years apart.
5 years apart, which
Oh.
was unheard of.
your face. I'll remember you. Get 1,000
What do you mean?
things every day.
Yeah, that we would get 2 big GTA releases in one generation, in one console generation.
Right
We
thing.
got that.
What do you mean we got that?
You didn't have to do that.
3 Vice City and San Andreas.
There'll be time for grieving
On PS2?
Yeah.
You got damn right. Got damn right.
Or you mean modern?
But I mean, like, just because that's not such a step forward as far as, yeah, it's ambitious, but graphically, it's not a step. It's not that much more drastic.
I see what you mean. Like, yeah, 3 to Vice City to San Andreas, the graphics didn't really change that much.
Well, they're grander in scale, but the animations and the graphics aren't such a step forward compared from 4 to 5,
Yeah, I see what you mean.
which is a drastic.
Yeah,
It's a bump up.
especially like even just gunplay wise, like the animations.
Well, that's exactly like physics for vehicles is one thing. Just the gun physics and the mechanics is such a step forward. Just it feels that much smoother. I don't know if it's just because it's the PS5 version.
Oh, it could
feels
be,
like
yeah,
that.
because it's running at higher frame rate.
It does feel cleaner, like when you're loading in, when you're going through the
Yeah, everything
menu,
loads faster because of
It does load slightly
the
faster.
SSD in the PS5.
Come on. Get to the driver.
I wish they would have done a DLC in North Yankton. I think actually
Let's move. Come on.
during one of the like leaks.
Well, there was
or
a
something-
GTA. There was a GTA that took place in London.
No, but I mean, I was gonna say when like the other rounds of Rockstar leaks and stuff came out, or the hack came out, it came out that like they're planning to do a DLC for North Yankton.
For the story mode?
Yeah, for the
Well-
single player.
Well, there's probably rumors for the story mode at having a bunch of DLC.
And then there was another
not
one.
not just North Yankton
No, yeah, there was other ones. Like there's gonna be one for
the casino, right?
No,
'Cause-
for Franklin. There's gonna be an alien like invasion one story for Michael, kind of like Undead Nightmare.
oh, that seems really
Red
out there.
Dead.
That seems really out there.
And then there's another thing for Franklin that was like a conspiracy theory one, either for Franklin or for Trevor.
Franklin or Trevor. It seems more like that would be for
Trevor, yeah, it was like a conspiracy theory kind of DLC.
Unless they would have to do it with Lester again, because he's like the biggest conspiracy theorist
Yeah,
compared to Trevor. Trevor's more like the
I'll believe in this bird when I get eyes on it.
like in the trailer park, kind of like neighborhood, kind of conspiracy theory.
Yeah,
And-
like crazy whack job.
Yeah, Lester's more like hacker, computer tech head, web,
Internet guy.
internet
Yeah.
guy in the dark web.
He's like
kind
on the
of
Reddit.
conspiracy.
Lester would be on Reddit, or no, 4chan actually.
Come on.
He seems like
Lester
more of a
would be.
4chan guy.
The chopper. No, hey, stick to the plan. What?
I don't remember there being that much blood on in the original.
I think
On
there-
their faces,
I
was
think
there?
yeah, I think I remember it having a lot.
I mean
Oh, actually, no. Now that you say
I
that,
don't remember
I don't remember actually.
the
No,
PS3 version
that being
well.
detailed. You're right.
That detailed compared, because
I don't remember.
really I did play it for the PS3, but the PS4 is the more familiar version.
Hey, Mike, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
And this is literally the first time I've played it on the PS5
Yeah, the story mode.
story
anyways.
mode. Yeah,
T, you gotta get out of here. I can't
like
leave you.
I've played obviously a lot of online.
Yeah,
You gotta bleed.
level like 3,000 or something. Right.
Not even close. No, that's not.
You're
even
right.
that.
It's
not even
4,000.
close.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's closer to 4,000.
Are you doing do you use free aim in single player too?
I don't.
You use auto
Yeah,
aim?
I do use auto aim. It's
Just because it's easier.
Yeah, it's just easier. It's a little distracting because you have to try a little harder, and I just didn't want it to take away from the gameplay.
Yeah, you didn't want to think as much because you don't want to be sweaty in single player. It's just single player, right?
Yeah, just single player, and it's easier. So
Yeah,
I mean, it's already easier. You don't really need to make
yeah, because
it.
you're not fighting against like another human
No.
person. You're just fighting against AI.
But even then, when I do GTA Online, when I do online missions, I do free aim, and I've just gotten more comfortable playing free aim. Even against other players, but even when I'm doing jobs or setting up my businesses or selling businesses or whatever else I have to do for a heist, I just got more comfortable with free aim. But I figured that for the story mode, instead of trying to just really be sweaty, I would just, like relax and not take it that serious, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Not always a good.
I could have done it as a challenge. I could always go back and do it. I just didn't want to start off it being that horrible because it just looks smoother, the gameplay.
Yeah, you went through that pretty quickly.
Well, I played it a lot. I mean, when I was first starting off, GTA 4 was one of those, or GTA 5 on the PS4 was one of those games that at the time, even though it was remastered, it was hyped. It was still a big game to be playing on that system to see how it looked. And I started it a few times. So I would get through it and then start it.
How many times have you beat the story mode?
In total, I don't know. I mean, it's not that many times. It's not like I've played it a lot over the course of like from beginning to end. I would just start it over for whatever reason.
Oh, okay.
Like I would go halfway or almost towards the end, then I would restart it again.
Yeah.
I'd forget how far into the game I was, and I would just start it.
A good kid. Why? Does he help the fucking poor? No. He sits on his ass all day, smoking dope and jerking
Which
off.
is that
Plays
game
fucking
Righteous Slaughter?
Yeah.
That's that game he's always playing, right?
It's yeah, parody of Call of Duty.
And what about you?
And it's funny he says that because there's a random event where where Michael's the one playing.
I didn't have the advantage.
Really?
Yeah, it's a random event when you're cycling through or you're switching the characters. You switch to him and he's playing in his room.
And you
his son's room.
Achievements.
And
Really?
he gets pissed off and he throws a controller at the
Oh,
screen.
I don't think I've seen that.
Get you, Michael.
I don't think I've seen that. Like,
Yeah, he gets really pissed off. Like,
I wonder if they
he has
added
anger
that or if that was in
management.
the original one.
It's like anger management, like
I wonder
raging.
How many
He's throwing-
animations do you think they recorded?
Fucking fucked.
re-recorded or
No. Like
recorded?
how many they made for when you jump into a character?
I just did.
A lot. I don't know how many. I don't know if they
All we have time for.
used. Man, I can't even tell you because it's so random.
How many times have you seen that one?
I've seen it a few times.
So there are some that repeat.
Yeah, I mean, I have seen it a few times. When I was playing this constantly on PS4, I can't tell you exactly how many times, how often that would happen, but it was often enough that I would see that I remember that animation where
Yeah, I've never
it's
seen
him
that.
playing. Yeah, it's him playing in his room, in his son's room. He's playing that game right to slaughter, and he just rages. He gets pissed off, and he throws a controller at the screen.
Damn.
Yeah, so hopefully there's a video later on in like part 2 or part 3, maybe if I'm playing as
we'll see
Michael.
it. Maybe we'll see it.
We'll see that. The music is pretty iconic with this. It reminds me of San Andreas.
Yeah,
The beats and everything, the sound.
but I get what you mean of, because we were talking about GTA 4 before the intro of GTA 4 compared to this is kind of like,
It's a grander, it feels GTA 4 a grander scale.
yeah, it's more like a movie intro, and this is more kind of just like, yeah, it's okay. This is more like a show intro.
It is, but it's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be like reality TV, because even the camera style, it feels like someone's following you. A lot of the cinematics.
Yeah, because it doesn't, the camera shakes sometimes.
The camera shakes like that viral video, like
Yeah,
the
it looks
camera
like someone's
crew
with
is
a
following
camera,
you,
yeah.
like a reality TV style, instead of cinematic like GTA 4 was.
Yeah,
And that was such groundbreaking. See how the camera,
yeah, it's
Slightly
like
moves.
slightly moving. Yeah.
like more viral, kind of like
Yeah.
somebody they're following you with the crew.
Actually, yeah.
Because they're making fun of that whole viral kind of like influencer,
Stairs.
reality, pseudo celebrity,
Appreciate it.
Man, get your stupid ass on.
like documentary, like they're filming like Boys in the Hood, kind of like Friday, even making their dynamic reminds me of
Somebody didn't realize.
Friday, yeah, like Ice Cube,
Ice Cube and
Day-Day.
his cousin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Legit. Oh, yeah, I forgot.
I can
Like
see
this.
that. Yeah,
Tax returns and all. Yeah, right.
You the one all pumped
Except
up
he's
on
more-
this lick, nigga. I'm getting
aggressive.
yeah, he's more aggressive,
fool. I'm cool.
You cool.
but he's more like Ice Cube,
I could see
Yeah.
Ice Cube playing Franklin, like a live action
like a
GTA.
live action GTA.
Or I don't know. The actor would probably. He looks. I mean, he looks. They modeled him off of the actual actor.
But it's that sense of humor. It has the Friday sense of humor with the
Yeah,
Boys in the Hood,
yeah, yeah,
kind of gritty, like urban.
yeah. I get what you mean.
Got the baby dick.
And it feels it really easy to make it cinematic when you're actually playing the game.
Yeah, like
and,
that camera turn. It looks like
Yeah.
someone like
like
is
you
following
can-
them
it's-
with a camera.
It's easy to make the game look cinematic and clean, and it just feels like that, like a camera crew's following you, documenting,
Hell yeah, I want to
Like,
see what it do. Hey, hit me.
gangsters in the in the.
Do you
like,
ever you ever choose the white car?
No, I always go for the red one just because I'm kind of like it's almost like a speed run.
I think it took me a few
And-
playthroughs before I realized you could.
Go in any car.
Yeah, go in any
Yeah.
car.
I
I
just
would
do
always
it
go
for
automatically in red, and then one time I went for the white one.
Well, why you didn't want to get pulled over? You didn't want it to make it easier to get pulled over in the red car.
Is that a thing? Oh yeah, that is a thing, huh?
Yeah, where they say that you get
Yeah, red cars are more likely to
more likely to get pulled over.
I wonder why. What's the red car?
I
You remember what it's called?
don't remember. I don't think you can see the car unless you tap down.
Whatever you say.
I don't remember what car this is. I know I should know that, but I don't.
You know the white car?
No, I don't. I don't know what car that is either.
Yeah, whatever you.
And I was trying not to reset. I was trying not as much as possible not to replay these missions. Because right there, where he takes out that alien.
Does that count?
Yeah, that counts against you.
Oh, that's
a
not
problem.
Cool.
And so I didn't want to keep replaying this for the video. I said, screw it. I'll just let it go. But I knew that was going to fail. I wouldn't be able to get gold.
that doesn't count.
It's
That
for
shouldn't
the-
count.
Yeah, it's for the we come in peace.
Yeah, because it's like don't crash into
Don't
an alien.
crash into an alien.
But
That
that's not
counts.
fair.
Even though it was him. Even though it was Lamar
That's
doing
not cool.
I know, but it still, it doesn't matter. You or your or whoever's in your party.
Yeah.
And since he's your cousin, he's in your party system.
What? I don't know when you said party. That just reminded me of like like Baldur's Gate 3. Like,
Well, that's what I
what
was
would
making that
Lamar
joke
be
to.
in your party?
Well, why would he?
What would he be? What class?
A mage? No, not a mage.
Yeah, like a mage. I could see
Like
him
a
shooting
mage?
fireballs. Yeah,
Because he's so aggressive.
yeah. He'd be a mage. Franklin would be like a warrior.
He could be something
a
like
fighter.
that, like a fighter class.
Oh my god, that was a good
Dude, there's so many close calls in this,
Oh my god.
and this
yeah.
is a first take. This is no do-overs. So what you're seeing was captured on the first take. That's what I wanted to try to do.
I always forget about that van.
I do almost forget, but it's like muscle memory just comes back, and I wanted to win as well because you get a part of the achievement is you have to win when you get there. And it's tough because when you're running into Lamar, he pushes you off to the side and he makes it really difficult to get it. Once you get in front of him, it's difficult to keep that lead.
What you going slow
Well, I
down,
think, yeah,
dog? Move over so the
you
You
can
have
tell-
to be strategic on when you take that lead.
It's also like I feel like
that joke works,
they
dog.
mess with his speed where they early on they always try to make him faster than your speed.
He is.
So like whatever
They
your
match
speed
you-
at,
they match
it does it a
matches
little bit
your speed.
faster.
Yep.
Explain that shit
It's like
right.
annoying.
And even though his car is ruined, which it
So
should
does
slow
that
down.
does that count for yours if his car's messed up?
No,
for the
it
damage.
doesn't. No,
one?
only your car.
Only your car.
So I got everything except the "We Come in Peace."
Oh, that
As
sucks.
yeah, I would have got the gold on the first one,
Damn.
but I didn't want to redo it just for that. I was like, nah. And it looks good. It looked kind of funny with him hitting the alien
Yeah, in slow mo.
because he like
That was
slow
pretty
mo.
good.
Yeah, because I was trying to get in front of him, and then he like went to the side, and then that's how he ended up hitting the alien because he was
Yeah.
trying to get in front. So yes, I do know about that. I did do this on purpose. It's not something I just figured out on the spot. All of this is intentional.
What is this? Where are you going to?
Just some random garage that opens up.
Oh my
'Cause
god. I didn't even know about this.
It's near the ammunition. It's really down the street from.
How did you find
Simeon's
this? How did you know about
online? Just from playing online so much. See, he's right down the street from the dealership.
this? Wow. That's some pro strats right there. I didn't even know about that.
And it
I thought you were
opens-
going into like a paint spray at
No,
first.
it only opens up after you drive close to it.
Damn.
I don't get you, bro.
You are a racist and I
Just from playing online so much, because the terror bite when you're doing the missions, the terror bite spawns there.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes I would just goof around, mess around, and if I'd have to hide from the cops instead of going to the terror bite that spawns right in that location, I would just hide in that spot.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
N-word. That's not cool, man.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
see
funny.
that.
This part's funny right here.
Fucking right, and you better. This man right here, he's an international.
This man right here.
I like how
I like
That
it's
I
like-
could not have said
I like
better
the crossing of the characters. Like Franklin,
seriously,
before even meeting Michael, he comes in contact with
I
his
don't
son.
think that he is man
Well, actually,
enough, man
he
enough.
technically met Michael, but they didn't know they like didn't interact much.
Yeah, they didn't interact much.
That's a real.
But I know what you mean is the early references, the cross references,
Tax rebate.
before you realize they were going to work together.
Yeah.
Isn't an issue.
This is the best part. Watch this one.
What does his neck tattoo say?
I have no idea.
I think it looks like it says entitled.
Maybe. It
Maybe
might.
that's-
You think
that's
it's
a joke.
self-referencing like that?
Yeah, or something. I don't know.
I don't. He seems that he does have that kind of sense of humor, but I don't know if he's that self-aware.
Aware.
Yeah, I don't
Jimmy,
think he.
yeah,
would,
I
I
don't-
don't think Jimmy would be that self-aware. There's sort of. He's a little bit naive still.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if he's in on the joke like that. He would get a neck tattoo that says entitled.
That'd be funny.
So I don't know what that says. I never actually figured out what that says on there.
I'm gonna knock a bad, grown and sexy bitch. He's Ozzy.
Who you trying to impress?
Your auntie Denise with all that ass, nigga. She got ass.
She grown.
Do you have
She grown
HDR on your TV on?
idiot.
Nah, she.
Do I have HDR?
Yeah,
I do.
Shit and shit.
Why?
because no, I was gonna say it looks good. Like
I was
just the
gonna say-
lighting.
Yeah. was gonna say, oh, did I turn it off? I don't know how TVs work now.
I see you at
Did I
work.
turn off my
No, I was just
HDR?
saying like because the lighting looks really good.
I do have HDR.
Cut your bitches on your dick. Oh, better yet, maybe Tanisha will call your dog ass if she ever stop fucking with
I
you.
like how the actors in real life recreated this scene.
Yeah, I've seen that.
This is pretty funny.
What?
And always either
It's like
you have to
one
get
of the biggest
clothes.
one of the biggest memes
or
that
a
came
haircut.
from GTA 5 is this scene. Lamar just roasting you.
And it ain't right. Shoo!
And they always have the all-seeing eye
But you're
pyramid
right.
posters.
That seems to always be a thing in GTA where in the beginning of the game, everybody always makes fun of your haircut or your clothes.
or your clothes.
Like, hey,
you
man,
need to go get changed.
that's
you need
like
to go get
a way
haircut.
for them to show you how to get your haircut or how to buy clothes.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, they're like, the way we're gonna convince the players
Exactly.
by saying they look like trash.
Yeah, but making fun of them.
Then
Saying-
it's gonna compel them to, oh god, I gotta change my clothes
Yeah.
then.
They always do that. And I never do though. I never go get my clothes unless I have to. Unless the game forces
I don't
me
know.
to.
I like changing it sometimes.
I
What
just
I
mean
didn't
right,
like,
right when they tell you to do it. Like
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
think I changed my haircut. See right here? I think that's the only thing I missed is
yeah, Weekend in Peace. I like that Mad Dog poster reference right there too.
from San Andreas, right?
Yeah.
He was like a producer or
No, he was a rapper.
he was a rapper.
I think the first mission you do involving him is for OG Loke.
I was gonna say
You
that.
have to steal his Mad Dog's lyrics, and then you do it for OG Loke, and then OG Loke betrays you. Then you kill OG Loke, and then I think like way after that, when you're in Las Venturas, he's in he's in Las Venturas, and he's about to like commit suicide, but you prevent him and you help him out.
They do that sometimes though, where they do missions like that. It seems like
One thing I didn't like about the clothes thing is that sometimes they would have them change clothes when you switch characters when I didn't want them to. So like if I gave Michael a certain look that I wanted him to keep,
that's automatic. So
Then
when
I
you switch
switch-
back, they change into default, some kind of default.
yeah, or like a different outfit.
Yeah.
I kind of didn't like that because then it's like, oh, I gotta go back, change him. Kind of
But,
annoyed me. I mean, it made it more realistic. Like obviously they wouldn't be wearing the same clothes all the time.
But I think that's why you can change clothes pretty easily. As long as you're near your safe house.
Yeah.
And they just keep those doors. I like how they just keep those doors. It's open for business, but those doors are never open. Or at
Yeah.
least for this part.
Well, let's hope GTA 6.
So like,
I mean,
it's like
we're
you
playing
have to go through this.
We're playing through this in anticipation for GTA 6 because we're both really hyped for it. Hopefully, that's one thing I mean, there are rumors that it's going to have more enterable buildings.
So you think they would have those like swing open?
Dude, imagine
those
a
doors
car
would swing open?
dealership in GTA 6.
I
Like
could
you
see
could go
that.
into a
I
car
can-
dealership and buy
Like
a
in
car.
Vice City.
Yeah.
Hold me.
Yeah, look, man. Look, we've been working together for about a few months now, right?
Which is why I am very honored to announce to you that you
And it's always like in GTA, this kind of a character always owns a dealership, or he's always the owner of the company, or like
Yeah, me, Lamar. your
when you're
nephew,
first
Sonny,
working with somebody.
Look,
Yeah.
it's been a real honor.
Makes a very shady
But I got
car
one more
dealership
to do in
guy.
life. It seems like all
Exactly.
I do is
Like
let
that
people
type
tell
of
me what to do
personality.
And I do it.
I tell you what, my boy. You tell me exactly what you want, and I will very carefully explain to you why it cannot
But he's just like a businessman.
Say is
Yeah.
repossessing vehicles that fools have purchased at exorbitant interest rate tomorrow.
Like he has no shame.
Never. I never had a black son. But if
I mean, yeah, that's why he sends you to go steal the car back from Jimmy.
Yeah, so he doesn't want to get you're the one that's going to get your hands dirty.
Yeah, for him.
For him.
Employee of the month.
I like how pissed off Lamar gets. Like it's something so like trivial,
It really is.
but he actually cares.
No, he does.
Man, knock it off.
Like
knock
this.
it off, man. All the motherfucking work I put in, man.
Man, fuck this employee of the month shit, homie. I'm sitting up here trying
What
to
you
get
mean, fuck this employee of the month shit, man? When there's some shit to be
It's like
goddamn it, I
nothing. It
won't.
doesn't
I don't
mean
give a
anything.
fuck.
He's not
Yeah.
gonna get a bonus.
You know what I'm talking
He's not
about?
gonna give him another car.
I go hard doing dog. Big nuts.
Yeah, he
If
just
they ain't on the
wants it.
motherfucking board, I want to see my name at the top of that motherfucking next to it. It needs to say winner.
Maybe next month, huh?
Man, fuck next month, Simeon. What about today?
I think Lamar is like broken out as like one of the like fan favorite like side characters in GTA.
Because he's annoyingly.
Is he in the game?
You can put up with his annoying personality.
Yeah, because he's
You
like
can-
he's your friend. Yeah, he's your homie.
Employee of the month.
But even as a character, like normally another character, like with his personality would get old quick and it would be annoying. But
No,
he's
yeah, for
funny.
sure.
He's actually
charming.
funny.
Yeah, he's funny. He's like charming.
The way he roasts Michael and the way he just talking to him, it's just hilarious. I think.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what
you
I
mean
mean with the
Franklin?
Friday. Yeah, Franklin. That's what I meant.
I was like, I don't think there's a time where him and Michael. I remember him
Yeah,
and like him talking to Trevor.
Yeah, I know. I
think.
said Michael. I meant Franklin.
Yeah.
Nigga, I don't give a shit. There's a reason Simeon pays a couple of mean-looking motherfuckers to come repo this shit.
Yeah. See, like look at the lighting on the
Yeah, it looks really good.
sunset.
Yeah. It is going to be sunset. It looks about the time sunset. And I epically missed this right here. Like overshot by like 2 miles. I
Really?
almost landed in that building.
You almost landed into that truck.
Well, I thought I was, but it almost blew up the vehicle. That's how bad I missed.
Mission
But
failed.
I meant to land in that alleyway.
He just put a
Yeah, I was
down on this bike.
totally doing that on purpose. Like I just meant to land there.
Like I said before, like even for being a 10 year old game with the expanded and enhanced, this like looks like a pretty good modern game.
No, it does. Because of
But
how
I can't
alive,
imagine-
how alive the world feels.
I can't imagine how GTA 6 is going to look then built from the ground
Exactly.
up on
Okay, this it
PS5
feels lived
and-
in. It feels like it's like you believe it.
yeah.
It fully immersed, and that's why, yeah, GTA 4 was groundbreaking, but this game feels like you're in LA, like you're in Los Santos. Like this is a modern day San Andreas, and it's awesome. And San Andreas, you go back and play it compared to this. I know a lot of people criticize this game. I don't know why, but I have nostalgia for this game, and it's always been one of those games that a personal top 10 of not just GTA, of like all time favorite games of all time on any system.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, because
Well, the amount of replayability,
Playability.
not
every time you
not
play
even
it's something
including
different.
online. I just
No.
didn't even mean story mode
Story
by
mode.
itself.
Every time
Online
you play
is
it,
just like a bonus.
yes, like you can go into first
It's like
person.
honestly, I would consider this like almost like an MMO
It does feel
online.
like that.
because it's so big and there's so much
Yes.
to do and you level up and
Yeah, it really does.
you get
To
like
me, I play
houses
it like
and
that.
safe houses and skyscrapers and bunkers and yachts and it feels like an MMO.
Well, that's the sensation that I think they were going for that kind of, and I actually forgot that this armor was in here. And I think that little bit of shade of blue should have given it away, that slight bluish tint to that garage door.
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't
there's a piece
realize
of
that.
armor there. And here's just an old couch, nothing.
Powers of deduction is telling me it's right.
You're supposed to open that one up first, but
You guys are on the Vagos turf or something?
yeah.
That ain't this spot a bitch. Ain't no motherfucker.
Yeah, I play the online version, very similar to an MMO, which is the difference between
Yeah, you saw this.
when you get to that point of the game and you've unlocked everything, you own pretty much everything, and your character level is irrelevant. You're really just doing it because you're having fun now. And
Yeah.
the grind, it's no longer a grind for you.
They must have heard some shit.
It does feel like that.
Find your bitch ass
And
and
when you start enjoying it on that level, it's not as much work and it's not as annoying. But it takes years to get to that point.
Yeah, till well you're boom.
But just like any
Yeah.
big MMO,
Yeah.
follow me. Let's get through this. I thought this shit was clearing up. Flipping bricks is easier work,
There, I was trying to shoot the driver, but he just
I mean,
crashed into
it
him.
worked out.
Yeah,
'cause
it did. I was trying to shoot the driver. He just
ended up crashing into the guy.
Yeah, he did.
I need help over here. You still breathing, homie?
Barely, homie.
Shit, we gotta get the fuck away from this shit.
Man, we only came here for a bite.
And that motherfucker is right there. Hey, nigga, come here. We got your
We only came here for a bike. We're just ending up killing like 15 people.
At least. Yeah, I almost completely wrecked that vehicle from that jump. Like we were almost undrivable.
Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah, they added that in 5 compared to 4 is like your car doesn't even have to blow up to stop working.
No.
Like it'll sometimes if you bash the engine enough, it'll just refuse to turn on, which I like. I like that
Yeah, you
attention
just
to
see
detail.
the front of you just see the smoke like
Yeah, and it's like
from starts to stall and break down.
I like that.
And was it? I think I land either on top of him. I think I land.
Oh my god! Yeah, you murdered him.
Damn! Dog, we gotta lay low. Get the bike and meet me at the car wash on Innocence. Alright, I'll see you over there.
I never understood why they kept the bike.
Because he just wanted it because he thought it was
Lamar
cool.
or Franklin?
No, because Lamar.
Oh, but why do you keep it?
Because he probably feels bad for taking it and gives it back to you.
But again, it just puts Franklin in trouble.
But he was already going to redeem himself. I think Simeon might have given him a break, and then he crashes through his dealership. So
that's right.
That's when
Okay.
it was all.
You're right.
That's it.
Yeah,
It's
I remember
completely
now.
cut all ties with him.
Because I thought like you finish the mission and then he calls you like, "Hey, you bike thief" or whatever.
Well, he calls you while you're on your way to retrieve Jimmy's vehicle.
Oh, okay. That's when he calls you.
Yeah, that's when he calls you. Yeah, I did. I meant to do that. I thought it was gonna turn. I should have done the his
I think you
his
were
special
doing a
ability.
slowdown, but you still
But
crashed. That's what I was gonna say. You were still doing it.
I didn't anticipate him sliding out like that. I thought he was gonna do a sharp turn and be able to just maneuver out of that. That was
See,
pretty
like
close.
that one now is good.
Like the lighting is really good on this.
Yeah, like the headlights.
The headlights, the way.
Like just all the detail on the streets, just like all over the place, like the trash, the little like water spots, the dirt,
Lucky I ain't do a flying tomahawk. and
those
scalp your
fans spinning.
motherfucking ass.
We can't repo the assets of a dead man, big asshole.
Nigga, and we ain't going to neither, nigga. I'm gonna keep this motherfucker for myself. Tell Simeon we couldn't recover.
You fucking tell him, you fucking moron.
Oh, I would say yeah. So he took it.
Yeah, so he takes it
He
first.
takes it and then he drops it
And he
off
drops it
at your
off
house.
at your
That's
house.
right. What's Trailblazer?
So Trailblazer, when I expanded, because you can go in the menu and expand the checklist.
Yeah.
I guess there's a trail of gasoline that you have to set on.
Oh,
you have to set
that
on
you
fire
shoot to
that
blow
you
up the
shoot
car.
to blow up the car.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I remember that.
I forgot about that. Luckily, like I said, it expands it, and the checklist expands, and it goes into detail what you have to actually do. That's if you don't want to look it up online.
Let me take care of that lonely ass.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Nothing wrong with me, nigga. Shit.
Well, your ass don't look too good. Where the fuck is JB?
Smoking.
And what about you?
I mean, I quit. You know what I'm saying?
I never liked these tow truck missions. I thought they're just boring.
JB, look, JB gonna lose everything. He gonna lose everything.
I mean, they are boring, but it takes away from everything else that you're doing, all the crime that you're doing
To actually be
to actually
doing
do a legit job. They're interesting to me.
If JB can do
I mean, I guess I could see it as like a world building, but I always thought they were boring to me.
They are, but it's like anything else, like in GTA 3 when you're doing the ambulance or the firefighter,
Yeah.
where you're doing the taxi missions, the side missions.
Can you? I was gonna say, can you do like?
You can, not in GTA 5.
No. Can you do the tow truck things, like the ambulance things, like on the side, not just part of her side quest stuff?
Yes, you can.
Like if you just get find
Yeah,
a truck,
you
you could start them.
Yeah, you can start them.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Sheriff Impound.
Have you done them?
I've done, in the story mode.
Like all of them?
Not all of them.
Is it like infinite ones, or is just it's a certain set?
I think
Number
it
of
might.
them.
I think it might be an infinite amount.
Because I was thinking, like, do you get a reward for doing a lot of them? Like,
No, I think it's an infinite amount. It's just
because
another.
in the old GTA's, if you did like all the ambulances, you would get your health increased. If you did all the firefighting ones, you would get like stamina increase or your fireproof or something.
No, this is one of those like jobs that you can just keep
Whatever you say,
Do you earn
doing
money?
jobs. Yeah, you earn money. Like you can earn money like that.
Let's go bring the cha-ching, homie.
You ever?
That's why they introduced that.
You ever do the stock market? Anything with the stock market in this
I
game?
did just once.
I know. I've heard. There's. You have to look it up.
You have to use
But with
a
Lester,
social club.
With Lester, you
It's time
before
to
doing
move.
certain
We're
missions,
filling in for JB.
you invest in certain stocks, and then after you do the mission, the stock will go up or down depending.
because of the mission that you did.
Like I think when you're doing the Life Invader one, you can invest in like a different company, or I forgot what it is.
Like
I have to look it up.
The rival company.
Yeah,
of
or something
Life
like
Invader?
that. Yeah, like Bleeder or something. I forgot what the rival one is.
So you invest in so you wait for that company to tank, and then makes the stock price
Well,
go
no,
up.
you buy the stock of the opposing
That's what I mean.
to
So
Life
the
Invader, and then when you do the mission, because the
Life Invader. That's what I mean. Because the Life Invader controversy makes the stock of
stocks-
the rival.
go
up.
higher, and then you sell the higher. Yeah,
Let's get this
Yeah, that's what I mean.
and there are a bunch of other ones like with the
Saw my day going.
when you do the assassinations as Franklin for Lester. A lot of some assassination targets are like the heads of certain companies or something like that. I would have to look into it again, but
Well,
I
that-
remember that.
They brought that into story mode.
No, that's what I was talking about, the story mode.
No, I meant they brought that into online from
Oh.
the story mode.
Oh,
Yeah, so they have that in story mode, but they brought that to online.
the stocks.
Where you do assassinations
Oh, okay.
as Franklin. You were saying,
Yeah.
and you have to assassinate heads of companies.
Yeah,
like CEOs or whatever.
Yeah.
You do that in online. When you buy the agency, Franklin is your partner, and what you do is this thing called payphone hits, and he's in your contacts, and you just call him up, and it spawns a payphone hit, and then he does a randomly generated job, but each one of those jobs is taking out either like a judge, a corrupt judge, or some CEO, some asshole CEO
Of a company.
Of a company.
Oh, okay.
And then he gives you like a little bit of a backstory on the phone where you can just skip the cutscene, and then you take him out. And then depending on what conditions he gives you, there's like specific bonus conditions. If you do it a certain way, they give you a little bit of a bonus, which is, I say little bit, but it's actually like twice as much as what the actual payout for just doing the assassination is.
And how much is that usually?
Well, it used to be more. They just patched it. So it used to be a good amount.
That annoys me.
But here's the thing. The reason they patched it is because when it was first released, it was like a ridiculous amount. Like it was like 15,000.
What's wrong with that?
Wait, no, it was 15,000 just for the assassination. But if you did the bonus,
I don't understand, like, what's wrong with letting people just grind for a lot of money the same mission.
so the bonus ended up was like 75 or 70,000. I forgot what it was initially when it first started, and then it got reduced slightly more. But before the last patch, it was 15,000 for the mission, assassination, just clean, whatever. If you didn't do the secondary, and the secondary, I can execute all of them. It doesn't take that much more work, but you would get 70,000 just for the bonus. So, in most of those, it would take almost anywhere from 5 to 7 minutes, but most of them were less than 5 minutes. Some of them were even between a minute and a half and 3 minutes.
Damn.
You can make 85,000 in less than 5 minutes before.
See, I don't
And
get what's wrong with
the
that.
cooldown was only like 15 or 10 minutes.
Cannot be real.
So you can go do other CEO jobs, go run a business, go sell some other stuff. And then every 10 or 15 minutes, call Franklin. And you don't even have to go into any business. You don't even have to be registered as a CEO. You could just call him on your phone. And near any payphone that's in the world, you would just ring up near any location. A phone would ring. You could pick it up. The bonus was a ridiculous amount. Sometimes it would do 1.5 on that. There's weeks where they did about 1.5 or 2, I believe. Sometimes,
Yeah.
it would do double money. So 85, and it was close to like 100,000 or almost 120,000 for less than 3 minutes worth of work. It was a crazy amount. And then what they did is they figured, okay, people are they're making way too much money really
What's
fast.
wrong with that? Who cares?
So what they did is they made it a ridiculous cooldown time, where it was like 30 minutes or 45 minutes. It was like a ridiculous amount. So they left the bonus payment, so it was still 85,000 for like less than 5 minutes. Some I could even do in like a minute if I was really good, like a minute and a half.
Yeah. With your MK2.
But it felt with your MK2, yeah, it felt like it was a minute for 85,000. And when it was close to 100,000, that was ridiculous. Then it's like, all right, there's a big cooldown. That's fine. You could just go do a whole bunch of other stuff, and that's like a little bit of side money. And then you could do these contracts for the agency that are decent money, anywhere from like 65 to 80,000. Some of them, when it got to like double money, they were like in the 100,000. So it was like 120, something like that, for the contracts. So you piled that up, and those were only like 2 or 3 minutes in between those contract missions for the agency, which is the whole point of buying that business. So then after they just reduced after they increased the cooldowns, they said, all right, we're gonna reduce the cooldowns again to 10 minutes, but the payout is only gonna be, now it's 15,000, and it's only I want to say it's 20. It's either 30 or 40,000 for the bonus now.
That's ridiculous. I don't understand patching. No,
I believe it's only like 30, like less than 40 or 30 for the bonus. But the cooldown is only 10 minutes now.
I understand why they do it. It's so to push their dumb shark cards, but it's just so annoying when they patch. Like, I don't understand reducing payouts. Like, why?
Well,
They hate players that much, and they rather them either get so mad at the grind that they have to buy shark cards.
Well, I don't know why they reduced that.
No, that's why. It's
I don't
because
understand that
because
wasn't,
people don't have a lot of people maybe like don't have the free time necessary to put into grind.
Yeah, but the thing is, those missions were just kind of like side money. There weren't really a ridiculous amount where you could grind them all day to make a lot of money.
Then why? That's what I'm saying. Why reduce it further? Then already they weren't a lot of money.
A lot of times, I think it has to do with some exploit. Like either some people find a way to exploit that itself somehow, and they were doing something that was causing the game to give them a bigger payout or faster, or they were figuring out a way to or like they were maybe figuring out a way to like I don't know. It usually that's what it comes down to. That's the only explanation. I don't think it's necessarily that they hate the player that much that they don't want them to make
I think
money.
they do.
Because if that was the case, there are a few other options they could. There are a few other things they could patch up, or there's other ways to really hurt the player if they wanted to.
They already do. They hit
And-
like the prices on things is so ridiculous.
I mean, it is ridiculous, but it's not impossible to acquire a lot of the stuff.
No, but it just takes a lot of grinding.
It's just it always comes down to, so if everybody could get it that easily, it wouldn't make it it wouldn't be a accomplishment, and everyone would have weaponized vehicles. Everyone would have the best helicopters, the best jets, the best tanks, the best armored vehicles. So everyone would be on not, I guess, even, but it would just, there would be no fun in grinding the game to where you can get that piece of like that advantage for all the hard work that you would do. So if that's what it is, it's that it make if they make it that easy for every player, if it's that accessible, even children would have everything in the game.
Yeah.
And it would make it too easy. And no one would really, it wouldn't be fun if everyone could just get everything, and it wouldn't be, there would be no accomplishment. And then you wouldn't be able to stop some players. They wouldn't be able to take stuff away from them once they got them. Once they got them legitimately really cheap, you can't take that stuff away from them, no matter how much they're abusing those resources. So I think they make it a high entry point for those that are really dedicated to wanting to play online for a long time. For the dedicated group of players that know how to defend themselves, that know how to retaliate, or know how to like do businesses and run them and stuff. If it was like there wasn't a learning curve, or it was a easier entry point, everyone would have everything, and there would be no point.
I get what you're saying, but there's a happy middle ground between grinding, having to choose between grinding and buying shark cards. There's a happy medium of like, okay, just like with the like you said, those side missions. Yeah, it already in the beginning they didn't pay out a lot. So why patch them to make them even worse? It doesn't make sense.
It's not that it's worse. I think what it
It
is
literally
that
is a lower payout. What do you mean?
It's not that. I think it's what it is that they want people to explore the game more than just one repetitive.
Who cares? That's what I'm saying. Why do they care?
It's not
as
about,
long as
it's not about them caring. It's not about them caring.
As
it's
long as people aren't cheating.
It's not about them caring. It's literally, there's a lot of things players won't do unless the game forces you to, or unless the developers force you to do. And
that's why.
Who
cares?
By not limiting the game, players get into such a repetition, and they do the same things over and over, that the map size seems smaller, because you're not looking at every nook and cranny. You're not exploring every area of every facet.
And I'm just saying, let the player decide that on their own. If that's what they want to do,
that's what I mean.
Them.
They do. But the problem is that there's so many updates, there's so many DLCs, and there's so much content that there's gonna always be a meta. And what happens is that's what makes the game boring. That's what makes people stop playing, actually. When you get so repetitive and meta, where everyone's doing the same things over and over, there's not a one trick, one way to do everything. If there was, it would be boring and no one would play it again. The whole fun of it is each group of players that's brand new to the online, every year there's a new group that's either figuring things out for the first time, or figuring out new ways to take those old resources And by doing that, they're expanding the map size because they're forcing you to look at things from a different perspective, to look at this angle. Maybe you didn't notice this, and then take your eyes away from this other thing. That's how people are mostly doing the one thing over and over. So I don't think it has to do necessarily with that aspect of it, as to more like showing more parts of the game and more parts of the world. I think that's what it is, because in every DLC they add something, they open up a new business, a new area of the map that maybe you wouldn't have gone there on just your own.
No, but that's fine.
So they find a way to use that resource they already have in the world and open it up for a new venture and a new money-making method. So it does give players the incentive to, okay, let's stop this repetition and explore this new business, even if it later gets patched or it gets reduced. Like, there's there find ways around it. Players will find ways around it to compensate for that.
That's a 9mm.
So I think that's what it is that it's not so much that. I think it's they're trying to open up the map.
Hey, come on, man.
Even though it's fully accessible, players just go to the same spots. They don't really explore the map like they should.
And that's fine that they add new missions, but I'm saying there's no reason for them to patch things to cut the payout and make it lower.
That's what I'm saying, that the reason they do that is to incentivize away from repetition from one business.
But that's the player's
over the
choice.
other.
Leave it up to the player if they want to do the same
problem is
mission
they
over and over
They
again.
leave it to the player. All the player, it becomes stale. It becomes like the same thing for every player. So there's no unique stories when you're finally making millions. There's no interaction between the community, like, oh yeah, of course I made my millions like this, everybody else makes their millions like this. There's no unique stories like, oh wait, you don't do heist but you make all your millions like this. And then there's a group of players, well, I don't do any other jobs, I just do heist. There wouldn't be that talk. We would just have the meta, and that's it. That's all that dominates for years. And then people would be like, it's kind of boring, like nobody's being creative.
I like you were trying to like drive perfectly into it, and you still crashed into the corner.
Into the side.
Like you even slowed down.
I did.
For a job well done. Get out of here, kid.
You motherfucker.
And look, I don't think I've ever done this approach where I just knock him down and I don't let him get up. I don't think I did that.
Oh yeah, because usually he fights back.
Yeah, he does. This is how it teaches you.
And it just cuts to.
Yeah, so I don't know how, just the way I was kicking his legs, it got him.
Yeah, he didn't get up.
Yeah, he never was able to get up.
I'll tell you something. This thing's gonna need some serious body work, or it's worth $5 grand.
He agreed to financing. I have his signature.
Yeah, because normally that sequence is a lot longer.
Yeah.
It's like you have to dodge.
Yeah, that's where it teaches you how to do. Like you
teaches
finished it before it even told you about how to dodge.
How to dodge.
Yeah.
And I've never done that or seen that before.
Don't make me have to come back here.
Don't bullshit a bullshitter. Oh,
In the mission time. I don't know how you're supposed to do that any faster.
I mean, just faster driving.
I mean, I guess I should have, instead of looking back, because there's a few times where the game lets you look behind you so you can see what Michael, like, what he's holding the gun to your head, like you don't know there's a gun to your head.
Yeah, it would have kept because it slows you down.
Yeah, because it slows you down because you're not focused on what you're where you're driving.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, this was One Up Rivals. This was Jay.
And Ozzy.
And that was me playing GTA 5 Story Mode on PS5 in 2024. If you enjoyed this type of video, give us a like and consider subscribing to our channel, and we'll see you on the next one.